threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Mike Giver.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here's Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. From the 44, Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Foles. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles completes it to Lee. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Richie James, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Foles. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 55's Mike. Hey, 18. Go. Here I come.
On third down, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Yeah, let's go. Purple 64.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. 180.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Foles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Lock in.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky, his throw incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on second and long. Foles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Man, up. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Delta. Mike 54. Mike 18. I'm on. Right there. 50. Right there.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Blue down, blue down. Kill, kill, kill. Blue, blue. 55, Mike, 55. So we got man. Mike, 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slant. Under. Check, Mike 21.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54. Hey, Foxtrot. 54. Watch 54. Silver.
Here's Trubisky to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carl Nassib. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, Echo. 54, right there. 54.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Come on, fellas.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Slade. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Slade. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd and 9, Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's third down.
Third and 5.
Take it, take it. Move. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Bravo. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Trubisky will throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Red, Mike's 50. Hey, exit. Bring it. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And just a quick hitch route there, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red, smooth. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Slade. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Check, crunch. Jim. Alert.
They'll run on first down. Slade, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Lock in.
At the 15-yard line.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, 18. Pretty quiet. 54. Hey, Alpha. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Slade. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slade, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.